Although a number of NGOs have sunk a lot of money into improving literacy in Karamoja, it is still a huge challenge.
We have only 12% literacy levels. And those who attain literacy level, we normally have a problem with retention. So 33% of the boys complete the education and 23% of the girls complete the education. So you can see the kind of gap we have.
Some of the barriers to education in Karamoja come from a negative attitude towards education, a nomadic pastoralist life that keeps the boy child tending cows, negative cultural norms, food insecurity and hunger. The high levels of poverty and limited economic opportunities, lack of parental support for education, long distances to schools and inadequate educational infrastructure in schools are also big problems. The fact is that the majority of communities here are yet to embrace education as a key to success.
There was low enrollment. Children were not all at school. Parents were not allowing them to be at school. Girls were taken back. For example, there are those ones that were at school, but their parents came and took them back so that they can get the bride wealth, the cows, from the girls.
In Karamoja, changing the mindset and a negative attitude towards education among parents and the community is very important, as they have been passed down from generation to generation.
One of them is the rigidity of the parents. The parents don't value this child like they value themselves, because some of them, instead of giving tuition fees by selling the bull, they sell that bull for drinking or for marrying. They rear those animals for marrying mainly, even when they know there are children who have come of age. So they don't prioritize education. That's the most burning issue.
For this reason, World Vision embarked on a project to address these barriers. This 3-year initiative is currently running in Kabong, Kotido and Abim districts.
There are other factors that directly affect children's well-being, like child labor, early marriages, issues of school dropout is high in Karamoja, and the literacy rate is low. So because of this, World Vision thought it would be good to kind of have a project that would kind of like provide a bridge to support these schools, to support children to be in school and to receive education as their basic need.
According to the available statistics, enrollment is very low in Karamoja compared to other regions of Uganda. 42.4%, or 66,445, out of 145,548 Karamojong children 6 to 17 years old do attend schools in the 3 districts. Among the children enrolled in schools, many do not meet the minimum required school attendance rate by the Ministry of Education.
The project intends to mobilize to reach out to 40,000 children who are currently out of school. We call them out of school children. These are children who have either never enrolled in school at all for the rest of their lives, or children who had previously enrolled but they had dropped out of school. So the 40,000 children who are targeted is within a time frame of 3 years, and this includes both boys and girls.
It's a primary duty of government. Whether you're talking of central government or local government, it is a primary duty for them to provide education. That is why they take on their role of building schools, coding schools, recruiting teachers, paying teachers, but the parents have also their role. The NGOs have the role of supporting government to penetrate these parents who are rigid. So in the case of, pick an example of a partner like World Vision Uganda, they have done a lot in trying to help the district of Kabong to see how the right of education can be fulfilled.
Here, community meeting is in progress. They usually meet in different places to assess progress and forge a way forward. Such meetings have seen a massive increase in enrollment and retention of pupils.
And also the other factor that I cannot forget is the role of Village Education Committee. These are committee members that were given to us by the district. We worked very closely with the district to get these village members. And it came out during the stakeholders reflection meeting that we need a Village Education Committee. And so when we did capacity building for them on how to track children who are out of school, to register them and mobilize them to get back to school, by the end of the year we were able to reach our target and reach even more, by 5,000 more children. And we cannot forget this. We know it is partly the role of Village Education Committee that enabled us to reach this number of children.
Agnes Lokapas lost her dear father, who was a sole breadwinner in the family. She became overwhelmed with family responsibilities. The poor state of her family affairs forced the mother to offer Agnes as a babysitter in Abim. But because of ABER-K in Abim, Agnes is back in school with support from her boss, with whom she still lives.
Last year, I World Vision have been teaching chairman in school. Been in school.
Meeting TMA word. LC so long in meeting. Chada karana meeting along. Achida chalo ngata gides bedo bote. Cheko ni organization moro tie World Vision tie ABER-K education che ekoni mitatene tergi school che ada koni kero konya eka konya na bere mitateri school ene kero chako chibi school ekede na.
What of the date?
On a daily basis, you find Agnes in this class, learning despite her age. The gifts by ABER-K have also contributed to her retention. At 14 years of age, Agnes is an inspiring girl who loves education, and if supported, she has much hope of becoming a nurse in the community.
Yeah, meta chiri senior. Cheda chiri at ajiki senior 4 chada chiri bedonas.
Agnes is not alone. There are hundreds of young boys and girls with similar or related cases. But because of ABER-K, they can see light at the end of the tunnel.
The stationaries which are given to school has enabled them to also come back to school. Then the musical instruments that were brought, when they saw another children who are at school were playing, performing well, it attracted them to come back to school. Then the sport equipments which were given, when they see their friends in the field doing the sports activities, it made them also to get the interest of coming back to school.
Loma Deborah is another young girl who dropped out of school in P4 a good 3 years ago. Today she's one of the fruits ABER-K is proud of. She dreams of becoming a teacher.
My mom didn't have school fees for a while, so I first went out of school and then I came back. Of course, I was a child who wanted to be at school, so I decided to come back. I want to become a nurse so that I can help those sick people.
World Vision is not working alone to achieve these goals. There are partners like the district leadership, schools, and village education committees. 500 village education committee members were selected from community members in 3 districts, and they played a critical role in registering 10,878 new pupils last year.
This enrollment to the school, which has risen now, is because of the activities done by World Vision to this community of ours.
as far as education is concerned. Vision did really want us to our community here. They carried out activities like community barasas, go back to school campaigns, training of teachers in classroom management and positive discipline, which really attracted the learners to join the school now.
ABER-K has indeed registered success. They enrolled 15,878 students by end of December 2017, yet the first-year target was 10,950. This means that 45% of the enrolled were overachieved. Retention levels among out-of-school children was 89%, yet the target was 80%.
For me, in 1 or 2 years' time, I see this project, first of all, achieving its target and achieving more than what we are targeting. I believe this project is going to reach out to more than 40,000 out-of-school children who will be enrolled in school and retained. I see by the end of this project, I believe enrollment and retention level in the 3 districts will have improved greatly because of the constant community mobilization, the constant parents' awareness that the project is doing. Because currently, if you go to a village, for example, parents are already saying we are taking back our children to school.
Engaging children in music and sports, among other activities, has also contributed to their success. ABER-K Project has constructed 7 classroom blocks and 14 blocks of latrines in 7 community schools. The team also constructed 3 dormitories in 3 government-aided schools and provided furniture. 2 boreholes were drilled as well. The constructions boosted the enrollment here in Karamoja.
My home was far from school, so when I come from home, I will find that some lesson has been taught by some children which their homes are near from the school here. It has enabled me to attend the lesson during weekend and even at prep time.
One, the structure which has been put around here as a classroom block helped us to get a position of accommodating the school learners. Secondly, the World Vision brought us seats, the furniture, both for teachers and the children. And it attracted the number of the children, the learners, to improve. The enrollment increased. The completion of the primary cycle has also improved.
One of the biggest lessons we have learned from Karamoja is that you cannot implement education without engaging the parents directly. The parents play a very key role in ensuring that their children are really educated, because even when we do, we improve the school environment, even when we sensitize, if the parents do not still, if the parents are not involved, then the children are not going to be educated. Because, for example, the project does not provide everything for a child, like food, like books, the basic things that the child needs in order to be in school. The project cannot do it all. The other lesson that we have learned is that the district leadership plays a very big role in ensuring the project success, because they are the ones who have direct link with the community. And if you don't work with both the technical wing and the political wing, then you're bound to meet challenges in project implementation. The other lesson is that our reflection meeting has been very, very key, the stakeholders reflection meeting, where we have teachers, we have district people, we have project beneficiaries like the children, where we have also the staff. So we listen from our beneficiaries, we listen to what they think should be done, what should be improved. And this helps us to go ahead with, to improve our implementation every year.
ABER-K wants to lay a solid foundation to transform the minds and attitude of the Karamojong through education by the end of the 3-year effort. This will depend on the commitment of the entire community in these 3 districts, the government of Uganda, and many other stakeholders. It is an ambitious goal, a worthwhile endeavor, and the very future of all Karamoja.